So I'm the woman behind fixing the hoarder house. I've known these two a-holes. They're very ultra Christian conservative mega. 2018, this all started with intimidating threats to clean. When I found out from the code enforcement officer the stuff they had us pump out of the basement that made my cousin pass away and gave me cancer twice was Bunzy. So that's the intimidation. I've had heat stroke and everything. They would stick dogs on me to make me work harder. I came to this country in 2000 at 16 years old from Northern Ireland for a better life instead of a nightmare. So as this continued through the years, through 2024, I didn't know. They used my name to run up a $4,000 power bill. They would bathe with feces and urine. And then literally coat it on food and feed it to people at Irvine, where Miss Chelsea Souther worked, by the guidance of her wife saying, this is healthy. Everyone needs to eat with this. Over 60 people got sick, but it never got reported. Ultimately, she got fired from Irvine Circle K for stealing 4 or 5,000. So, as the harassment intimidation continued, I had heat strokes working, then she would stick dogs on me to work harder. They told me it was God's way, that I didn't mean anything for being an Irish immigrant. As it got worse, September 2nd of September 3rd, 4th is when that started picking up. Adult Protective, the local fire department and Fort Kent Police Department came up here to breach in because it was so toxic after they broke the sewage pipe so they could continually bathe on this. They threatened to intimidate the officers. I tried to testify, and it was even more severe. I went through loads of abuse from Miss Chelsea Souther. She lives in Holton, Maine, on Chandler Street. She tried to lie. I showed the bruises and everything. Doctors helped me. I had malnourishment. They said I didn't need money because I wasn't even human or better than them. So after that, fateful night when I started testifying for animal cruelty, I had to testify because when they got done bathing or cooking with this urine feces mix, they would dump it on J.D. Irvine Woodlands land on the Reality Road between North Sweden and Port Edge, or the Long Pond Road near Hedgehog Mountain outside of Eagle Lake. Intimidation threats continued. I got sick. I couldn't urinate. Every time I had to go for surgery, it was an immediate physical assault from both of them. I was born intersex, and it was so bad that it was a 7-hour surgery. While stealing, the abuse still got worse. So come September 24th, I kept speaking with the cops. September 29th, Sergeant Cole Pelletier, who's the chief of fire here, sergeant of Fort Kent, Maine Police Department, code enforcement, said they had to clean up. They said they'd hand the deed over and that they were ordered to pay for the toxic cleanup. Little did I know, they ran up $14,000 in my name. Using my name, they didn't know my SS. And that was with Versant Power. And Versant Power told me I'm still going to have to pay their bills even while they're down in Holton. And I can't afford a lawyer. I live on a fixed income. Besides working for myself, they damaged $14,000 worth of my equipment. And while fighting with this, my lawyers tried to get a hold of them. And right after that, death threats and intimidation ensued for me to ship the stuff down to Holton. I went to court. On behalf of the town, they said it was too toxic. I'm owed over 40 grand from these guys, including damaged equipment. Gave them the contract that I gave them they gave me the hose. Well, one thing, I hope no one gets sick at Holton Walmart in Holton, Maine. And the company's pretty stupid for having this Miss Chelsea Souther there, because she's doing the same thing I've been told that she did at Circle K to get fired, stealing out thousands of dollars. Where she doesn't believe in bathing with soap and water, and she does it with feces and urine. I've heard people getting sick there. They've avoided my lawyer for months. One's at Holland Street in Holton, Maine. And they were told they're not welcome here, that the house has to be fixed up and cleaned. And they tried to sue me because they said this was good stuff, was killing good bacteria. Judge left it out of court. And then I went into sepsis and I had an infection, almost take me out. But they were very ultra-conservative, very racist. When they found out how sick and suffering I was, they ended up getting charged with slavery. I'm fighting just to survive. They broke the furnace. All the pipes were ruptured. They broke the sewage pipes so they could bathe with it. I've done the work myself. Over 8,000 loads of rubbish have come out of here. 400 loads of demolition material that was toxic mold have come out of here. I'm going hungry. I'm suffering. I was told there was no help. They can do whatever the hell they want. It's financially struggling. And I'm still having to compile with the town. Having to order hazardous material barrels because there's over 450 gallons of feces and urine that they would mix up and bathe with. And I'm sorry this is so long. Working 21 hours with no breaks and an empty stomach. Then having to take 4 other jobs just to supplement, trying to work this and fight to get what they owe me, and the deed is just bullshit. And they've been avoiding me. And I hope when this video goes out that everyone lets Holton, Maine, Walmart, let them know what kind of sick fuck they got working there. Nobody should have to go through what I've gone through.